Have you ever stopped to think about something you do about 20,000 times a day without even trying? Breathing. It's the most natural thing in the world. Yet it's powered by one of the most incredible systems in our bodies, the respiratory system. Today, we're going on an amazing journey deep inside to understand how this system works. From the moment you take a breath to the vital exchange of gases that keeps every single cell in your body alive and energized. So, take a deep breath and let's dive in. Our journey begins with the very air around us. This air, a mixture of gases, is our body's primary source of oxygen. When we inhale, the process starts either through our nose or our mouth. Let's start with the nose. The nasal passages do more than just let air in. They act as a sophisticated air treatment facility. The tiny hairs and the layer of mucus inside your nose work together to filter out dust, pollen, and other unwanted particles. At the same time, the air is warmed and humidified, so by the time it continues its journey, it's clean, moist, and at the right temperature for our delicate lungs. From the nose, the air travels down the pharynx, a passageway at the back of the throat that serves both the respiratory and digestive systems. This is where a small, leaf-shaped flap of cartilage, called the epiglottis, plays a crucial role. When we breathe, it stays open. Though, when we swallow food or drink, it flips down to cover the entrance to our windpipe, preventing anything from going down the wrong way. It's a simple but brilliant safety mechanism. Next, the air moves into the larynx, also known as the voice box. This is where our vocal cords are located, vibrating to produce sound when air passes through them. But for our breath, the larynx is simply a gateway to the main event. The air now enters the trachea, or windpipe. You can feel it at the front of your neck. The trachea is a strong, flexible tube, reinforced with rings of cartilage that keep it open, ensuring a clear and unobstructed path for the air. It's like the main highway for our breath. This highway soon splits into two smaller roads. The trachea divides into two main branches called the primary bronchi, one leading to the right lung and the other to the left. As we enter the lungs, these bronchi continue to branch out, becoming smaller and smaller. Like the branches of a massive upside-down tree, these smaller tubes are called bronchioles. This intricate network ensures that the air we breathe is distributed evenly throughout the entire lung tissue. With each division, the airways become narrower, leading the air deeper into the lungs. And where does this incredible network lead? It ends in tiny, delicate balloon-like air sacs called the alveoli. This is the final destination for the air we inhale, and it's where the real magic happens. Our lungs contain about 300 million of these microscopic alveoli, pi. If you could spread them all out flat, their surface area would be enormous, about the size of a tennis court. This massive surface area is essential for the function they perform: gas exchange. Now, let's zoom in even closer to the level of a single alveolus. Each one is surrounded by a dense web of tiny blood vessels called capillaries. The walls of both the alveoli and the capillaries are incredibly thin, just a single cell thick. This is critically important. BH, the oxygen we've breathed in has traveled all this way to get here. Now, it effortlessly passes through these thin walls, moving from the alveolus into the bloodstream. Waiting in the capillaries are red blood cells. Each red blood cell contains a special protein called hemoglobin, which acts like a magnet for oxygen. As the red blood cells flow past the alveoli, hemoglobin grabs onto the oxygen molecules, turning the blood bright red. These newly oxygenated blood is then whisked away from the lungs, heading straight to the heart. The heart then acts as a powerful pump, sending this oxygen-rich blood out to every single part of the body, to your brain, your muscles, your organs, all the way to your fingertips and toes. Every cell in your body needs this constant supply of oxygen to produce energy and function properly. But this is only half of the story. While our cells are using oxygen, they're also producing a waste product, carbon dioxide. We need to get rid of it. So, as the blood delivers its oxygen cargo to the body's tissues, it picks up this carbon dioxide. This deoxygenated blood, now carrying its waste product, travels back through the veins to the heart. The heart then pumps this blood to the lungs, right back to the capillaries surrounding the alveoli. Here, the process we saw earlier happens in reverse. The concentration of carbon dioxide is higher in the blood than it is in the air inside the alveoli. So, following the simple laws of diffusion, The carbon dioxide molecules move out of the blood and into the alveoli. At the exact same moment, you exhale. The diaphragm and chest muscles relax, the chest cavity gets smaller, and the air now rich in carbon dioxide is pushed out of the alveoli up through the bronchioles and bronchi, up the trachea, and finally out of your nose or mouth. Inhale, and you bring in life-giving oxygen. Exhale, and you remove waste carbon dioxide. This entire, beautifully synchronized process of gas exchange happens with every single breath. Silently and automatically, all day and all night. It's a perfect cycle. Let's talk about the mechanics of breathing, which are powered by a large dome-shaped muscle located at the base of the lungs called the diaphragm. When you inhale, your diaphragm contracts and flattens, moving downward. At the same time, the muscles between your ribs, the intercostal muscles, contract, pulling your rib cage upward and outward. This action increases the volume of your chest cavity, creating a lower pressure inside your lungs compared to the air outside. As a result, air naturally flows into your lungs to equalize the pressure. When you exhale, the opposite happens. Your diaphragm relaxes and moves back up into its dome shape. Your rib muscles relax, allowing your rib cage to move down and in. This decreases the volume of the chest cavity, increasing the pressure inside your lungs and pushing the air out most of the time. Exhalation is a passive process. It doesn't require any effort. However, when you exercise or need to breathe more forcefully, you can use your abdominal muscles to push the air out more quickly. This entire system is a masterpiece of biological engineering, working in perfect harmony. But it's also delicate. Protecting our respiratory system is vital for our overall health. Things like air pollution, smoking, and respiratory infections can damage the delicate tissues of the lungs, particularly the alveoli, making it harder for our bodies to get the oxygen they need. This can lead to serious health problems and reduce our quality of life. Regular exercise, on the other hand, can strengthen our respiratory muscles, making our lungs more efficient. A healthy diet and avoiding exposure to harmful substances are also key to keeping our breathing easy and our bodies sore. The next time you take a breath, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey that air is taking, from the outside world, through a complex network of passages, down to millions of tiny air sacs where a life-sustaining exchange takes place. The human respiratory system is a testament to the elegance and efficiency of our bodies, working tirelessly to power our every moment. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the respiratory system. We hope you found this journey as fascinating as we did. Remember to take care of your lungs. They work hard for you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing journeys inside the human body. Breathe easy, and see you next time.